the elbow, Fox. Bridges with the steal. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Here's Wembanyama.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Outside, Towns. New York moving it around. Back to Bridges. Shoots over Fox. Not enough on that one as it misses. Pass to Barnes. Back to Vassell. Here's Castle. Defended by Bridges. Wembanyama, a screen. Castle. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. A pass to Fox. 6 to shoot. Driving in. Bridges with the board. New York with the ball. Trailing by 2. Here's Anunoby. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Fox gets it to go.
And early on, they'd been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Brunson. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. That one good for 2. Brunson's got his second bucket tonight.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I was able to talk with San Antonio's head coach, and they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl Anthony Towns. Now, Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. We'll try to make Cat into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Bridges misses. Spurs leading by 4. Inside, Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Oh, that's elite length and explosiveness. Harrison Barnes attacks the rim, leaves no doubt.
Here's Brunson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Vassell. Here's Wembanyama.
Big-time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
Knicks trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. Here's Castle. Still yet to score. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Fox. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Anunoby has the open look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
San Antonio calls timeout. Teams changing it up here. San Antonio leading by 5. .158 left to play in the first quarter. San Antonio again missing. McBride with the ball. Pass to Towns. Knocks it loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Rebound by Sohan. Wembanyama outside. Here's Castle. San Antonio again missing. On the wing, Bridges. Still scoreless. Here's Robinson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Mitchell Robinson brings a level of toughness on a nightly basis. Love getting inside and seeing him invite the contact.
That free throw missing.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Here's Towns. Nails the baby hook. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, Cat takes the bump. Not an easy shot, but he finds a way.
Here's Wembanyama. Over Robinson. And it's in off the backboard. Wembanyama's got 14 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Towns. Vassell grabs the board.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
To the wing on the left. Here's Castle. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given up 13. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And, boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
Here's McBride, and the layup is good. McBride's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Morris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
Now, Hart hasn't made one yet. Anunoby left side. Towns for three. Connects from three-point range.
A whole lot of everything from Karl Anthony Towns, the big who can stretch you from distance.
Vassell outside. From outside, off the mark. Knicks trailed by 5. Towns up top. Towns is doubled. Hart, wide open. He fires. No good from outside.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Vassell. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Now, here's Anunoby. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. To the inside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last catch by Bridges. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Spurs working the ball around now. To the middle. Stolen away. Pass to Towns. On the wing, Bridges. He has yet to score. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And it's Brunson missing.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
The kick out to Bryant. Beyond the arc. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Lopez with the steal. San Antonio calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on court.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. but his volume and much more dangerous offensively.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
San Antonio leading by 10. Lopez outside. Latre. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Lopez has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, I think Lopez knows basically he can get his shot up over anyone. That stretch ability as a perimeter scorer is so important.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Knicks trail by 13. Here's McBride. Trying to end the drought. Lopez with the block.
Lopez needs to hold down the fort on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
San Antonio leading by 13. And here is Harper. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. The kick out to Fox. Clock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Off target from outside. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Well, Davis Bertans exhibiting a little bit of toughness there. Completes the play through contact. Love it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so it's San Antonio with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That's his first foul.
13.
Outside Harper. Back to Fox.
Oof, ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, we talk about playing to your size. At 6'10", Davis Bertans got to make that look easy.
Shamet with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Spurs leading by 8. Three-pointer, Fox. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
McBride with the ball. Spiked away. And Nobi outside. It's three-pointers off the mark.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Right side, Fox. Count that one. Fox has got 6.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
Here's Robinson. Back to McBride. A rebound by the Spurs. Fox looking it over. Pass to Sohan. Up top, Fox. He has 6. Yep, that one goes.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. 6 on the shot clock. Back to McBride. Takes a 3. They get the rebound. Robinson. Good D by Lopez.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll return shortly. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Knicks trail by 12. Brunson surveying the D. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Pass to Castle. Spurs passing it around. Jacks up a 3. Fox, no good.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Brunson. 6 points for him. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Wembanyama outside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Jalen Brunson. San Antonio shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Free throw good, Wembanyama.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside, Towns. And that one drops. Towns has got 9 points.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Here's Castle. He's got 7. A pass to Fox. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Here's Brunson. And it's Fox with the rebound.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. Knicks trailed by 15. From deep, Brunson. Towns down low. With the second effort. And it's good on the way in. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Karl Anthony Towns will mix his spots as a scorer, that time doing work inside.
Pass to Castle. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it so close. And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Spins. Out to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And another shot. Here's Towns. Here's Hart. Missed it, even after all those chances. Wembanyama outside. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Knicks ball.
Knicks trailed by 15. Brunson, left side. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Harrison Barnes picks one up. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Vassell outside. Fox from outside bangs home the trifecta. Fox has got 11 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Lays it up and banks it in. Anunoby's got his second basket of the night.
Wow, a level of physicality brought to OG Anunoby, and he says, I can match that.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
Here's Bridges. Anunoby outside. Pass to Towns. .156 left here in the third quarter. Good defense by Wembanyama.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. 19-point game.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Nobody near Barnes. Good on the three-point shot. He has 5.
The improvement in Barnes' deep range just helps his offense space the floor.
Here's Brunson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Doris, what a breakout for the guard Jalen Brunson these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation. Now, Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer. Boy, this guy can light you up.
Barnes outside. Here's Harper. Takes it off the glass. Harper's got 5 points so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Bridges outside. Pass to Anunoby. Some nice passing by New York here. From 6 away. And here is Hart. Back to Towns.
I love when Karl Anthony Towns is aggressive to score and willing to embrace the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one misses. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Pass to Castle. On the wing, Johnson. 4 on the clock. Baseline J on the way. It's rebounded by New York.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Spurs as they end the third quarter on a 14-6 run. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. San Antonio leading by 21. Outside Harper. Johnson outside. The kick out to Harper. 5 on the clock. Sohan with the screen. Harper's shot's good.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Bridges outside. Goes up the baseline. Towns high post. Rebound by Sohan.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Hart. Here's Bridges. Here's Anunoby. And he converts the layup. And that's now 7 points for OG Anunoby.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Johnson outside. Back to Harper. Fires top of the key. No good that time.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Outside Harper. Shot on the wing. Yep, that one goes in there. Harper's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Here's Brunson. Another shot. Out to Bridges. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
Outside Harper. Shoots over Anunoby. Another miss by Harper. Knicks trail by 20. Anunoby outside. Towns down low. Over Sohan. Misses the baby hook.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
It's in, coming off an assist from Bryant.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And Bryant gets it to go.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
San Antonio leading by 23. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one goes on Anunoby. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Back to Harper. Well, a trend that we've seen over the past couple years is that the league is getting younger, Doris, than ever before.
And, Kevin, that's a product of players starting to train seriously at a young age. And what they're training is their skill level, handling, passing, and shooting. The key here is, do they have a nuanced understanding of the game? There is where the growth has to come, but it is definitely getting younger.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. No good. Third miss. 9 for 12 shooting.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Kicks it out to Bryant. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Outside Robinson. New York moving it around. From deep, Brunson. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Here's Fox to the paint. Wembanyama. That's off. His 4th miss in 13 attempts. Hart with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Pass to Brunson. Shoots from the corner. A rebound by the Spurs. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Spurs.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Pass to Champagny. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Wembanyama looking it over. 3 on the clock. Knicks with the rebound. Anunoby outside. Puts up a deep 3. Off on that one. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Is it a fan or is it a op? Either way, man, I'm moving on job. I love my freedom, but I risk it anytime I see them. Fly at the ride, man, breed them. Cool. Trying to finish them youths. Man, cut you, bust that. Painting, give me that WhatsApp, but when I hit you, better bring me that rucksack. Like, on the off block with a rock back. Hands on, man, clutch that. Don't sell, man, cock that. Any up on site, man, that. I'm like, who's that, what's that? Man, cut you, bust that. Think, give me that WhatsApp, but when I hit you, better bring me that rucksack. Like, on the off block with a rock back. 2 hands on, man, clutch that. Any shoes on sale, man, cock that. Any up on site, man, that. Yo. Right now, I see my lifestyle's changing. Can't lie, see I like it. I was chilling in the band with cats last year. Now I'm chilling with a crew from Love Island. Different. Ken said do this music thing. I don't like when you talk about riding, but this exciting. I love money big. They throw ski jaws and I'm drilling it too. Man step and flex round there trying to finish them views. Top block drilling it. Go home and I build my. More time man stepping in twos. Watch my back when I lean. Man do the same cause that's my brother. Put one hand on my round there with a straight. Man talk tough and the neck catch him in the flesh. About my bar. I love my freedom, but I risk it anytime I see them. Fly at the ride, man, breed them, put me up.